Right, I'm off to go and take Bertie to his summer holiday club because of course the schools are out at the moment, aren't they? I was meant to go flying today, but as you can see it's raining pretty heavily outside and there's gale force winds, or at least very strong winds, due later this morning. But I've got some work I need to do at the airport, so I'm going to be heading up there now once I've dropped Bertie off at his holiday club. Bye Bertie!
The route is being calculated.
Right, off to Red Hill we go. So I've arrived at Red Hill. I've been here a little while now. I've been busy. And the weather has actually cleared up quite nicely. We've got the cloud base has lifted. It was very bad here earlier with rain. The wind is starting to pick up now, and that was the main reason why actually I don't think I was going to fly today. There was possibly a window, and there has been some flying here, not much fixed wing flying, lots of helicopters. There was a window perhaps over the last hour or so, but the wind is really now starting to pick up, so not really my kind of flying weather, if I'm honest with you. So I've come here, I've been down to the tower because on Sunday this week I'm doing a live stream from here. They're going to be holding a spot landing competition, and basically people have to land on the mark on the runway. It was going to be held on Saturday. It's been delayed until Sunday because of these gale force winds that we've got coming in this weekend. So I went down to the tower where I'm going to be based to check that I've got good internet reception over 4G, so that I can transmit that video over on my Facebook page. So look out for that. If you are around on Sunday, we're going to start at about 12:20, 12:30. So go and have a look on my Facebook page for that. But I'm going to head over to the hangar now because a friend of mine has arrived to see me, and we'll go and introduce you to him now. So I'm about to be interviewed by Artyom here, who does a podcast called the 2,000 Foot Podcast.
Yes.
Which is excellent, actually. And
thanks for saying that.
No, honestly, it is really good. I'm not just saying that. Artyom used to work for the BBC as well, and that's kind of how we came to know each other. And you fly from Rochester at the moment, I think.
Yes.
And how's Rochester? Is it a good place to be?
It's a fantastic place to fly. Highly recommended. Of course, it's in the middle of a bit of a remodeling. We've just closed one runway. We just have the 2002. That's going to be turned into a hard runway, I understand, from next year. A lot of the old buildings are going to be knocked down. We're getting a brand new fancy terminal building. Well, that's what they're calling it. I don't know if it's a terminal. I don't know. There'll be security and a Costa inside it. I don't know. But it's going to be transformed. But even now, it's a really good place to be.
Because I thought that hard runway was off the cards, but you say it's still very much.
I think it is. It's
that's
very
good.
much on the cards.
Oh, that would be really good for the area. Really good for the area. So we're just about to do a quick podcast with Artyom here on his 2,000 Foot Podcast. When is this coming out?
This coming weekend.
This weekend?
Probably
okay.
Sunday or Monday, depending on when they can get around to doing it.
Go and look for that. Tell me where people can find it, because I found it a bit difficult to find at first, because I don't usually listen to podcasts.
It's the biggest problems with generally the podcasting industry is that they're very hard to find.
Yeah.
But Apple Podcasts, or if you're on Android, Stitcher, Spotify, Spreaker is a new thing which has come out. Apple Podcasts, I think, is probably the best, and it's certainly the most popular.
Okay. Well, what I'll probably do is I'll pop the podcast link on my channel, so you can go and see that. And how did you get into this podcasting thing, and what are you trying to get out of it?
Well, I'm originally a radio journalist. Mind you, that was many years ago, before I became an editor and manager and all these things. But I really wanted to get back into journalism, and I really wanted to get back into, holding this and asking people stupid questions. And it's just a lot of fun. I think it's a bit like your flying videos. It's something which I do for fun. It's something which I do as an outlet for my own creativity. And you get to meet fantastic people through this podcasting thing. People like yourself, other people I've met, and you hear all sorts of good stories, and it's just good to share those stories and to share those people.
Okay, well, I've spent quite enough time, I think, at Red Hill, so I'm going to head off home now. I've got to pick up Bertie from his holiday club, take him then to my mother's. He's staying there for a few days. I'm going to be busy all weekend, of course. So anyway, just thought I'd give you your August update from the Flying Reporter. Next video coming out will be our flight from, let's think now, where have we reached? We've reached La Rochelle. Our next flight will be from La Rochelle down to Carcassonne. An interesting flight in terms of some interesting radio telephony along the way down to Carcassonne. So I'll be working on that very soon. I'll say goodbye to now. Thank you for your support. Cheerio.